press record, and we're going to get started in just a moment. So I'm going to share my screen and we'll get you to give us a thumbs up if you can see it, and give us a thumbs up if you can see it. Awesome. So our names are Andrew and Vanessa Hoyes, and we are so glad to have you tonight on this X39 launch here in Australia. So huge welcome to you. And we've been patching for about, how many months have we been patching for now?
3.5, 4 months.
3.5, 4 months. So we are loving the journey. And the patch, the X39, has been here in Australia for over a year now, about a year, 3, 4 months. And so we're going to hear some wonderful stories tonight. But the question we're always going to ask you is, have you been patched yet? You're going to hear it all over the place. Have you been patched? And right now we have our patch on. It's just up on the top of my C7 here. But simply, you're going to hear, and it's spreading like wildfire all around Australia, New Zealand, and across the rest of the world, what this patch, this X39 light therapy patch, is doing for people. And so you'll be asking your friends, you'll be asking your family, have you been patched yet? I've just got patched, and it's such a fun conversation that we're having. So tonight, the purpose of tonight is that we would just present some of the technology, some of the life-changing stories, and then the way that you can get this patch yourself or also share it with others. So we're just going to pop over for a second and talk about the inventor. Why don't you do that as I let people in?
Perfect. Well, I need to see the screen.
Yeah,
when
just
you're
going to move
done.
that.
Perfect. So the CEO and inventor is David Schmidt. So what's great around this product and this company is the person that invented it is also the CEO, so which is huge. He has over 130 patents. He's a scientist and inventor, so he's not just someone that came up with a great idea. He actually knows what he's talking about and specializes in age reversal. In 2008, David focused on his attention on stem cell research, and recently, a recent patent took 10 years and 4.5 million to bring to market. So again, he is passionate about what he is bringing to the world, and he's invested in it at a high level, which for me was one of the tick boxes around being a part of this.
And this patch was actually the first patch he ever invented, was used for the Navy SEALs. Actually, he was engaged by the US military for his research and development to help keep the Navy SEALs awake in the submarines where they weren't going to see light for months at a time. And that's really where he began to use what you're going to hear about, the light technology, light therapy. Other people call it phototherapy. The big word's photobiomodulation, but he was basically researching how light therapy in a patch could actually begin to wake up again the energy in your own body and not use chemicals for that, which is what was happening with the people in the submarines. So we're going to talk about the patent. It's a really big deal that this technology is patented. So as we know what happened, all the war broke out and research and development funding got pulled away from David's research.
The war in Iraq.
In the war in Iraq. And so what he was able to do was get his patents, keep them, keep all the research going. And that's when he invested all his money into researching this technology. And as he really brought through a few generations of these patches that spoke to specific peptides in people's bodies to be elevated via this light therapy technology, he really in the background was doing all the work for the X39, because stem cell research has been a big deal for years and he's been on the forefront of it. So what he's been able to do is patent this particular product, which we know is a big deal, because what it means is what he says this patch will do, it will actually do. And so here we talk about, we love to read out that it's an result of elevating copper peptides in our own body, and it includes the activation of stem cells, improvement in energy, and elevation of antioxidants. So this is written in black and white and proved time and time again by the research, and that's what's patented. That's a really big deal to get these patents, and he's got over 180 of them. So So this is actually what a stem cell activation patch does. Did you know, and this is how we start a lot of our conversations, did you know that by the age of 30, you have lost half your stem cells? And I have too. And actually from really young, like around 2 years of age, that you really start to have your stem cells degenerate. And then at the age of 60, you really don't have any left in your body. And stem cells are responsible for keeping our body well and to keep our body from aging. And when symptoms of aging occur in our body, it's not just whether we look, our skin changes, but it's what's happening on the inside that really we feel. Give us a wave if you're like kind of hitting any of those like 30 plus milestones and you're like, recovery is a little bit more challenging, or getting out of bed feels a little bit achy. And Andrew and I have been on a huge health journey over the last few years and lost 50, 60 pounds, 20 something kilos. And even with that loss in our body, feeling great, there was still so much that we knew wasn't quite right as we were just about to hit 50. And so this is what's happening. You only have about half your stem cells if you're 30. And even our young girls, you're going to hear some of these stories, even our teenagers and even our young ones, they are seeing such incredible results when they pop a patch on as well. So we want to wake up your stem cells. Who wants stem cells that are awake? And so this is how it works. Basically, this patch, I'm actually going to take mine off just so you see it up close if you haven't already actually had a patch yet, and someone you love or know will send it to you as a sample, but you'll probably just jump on an order as well so that you get a few months worth. This is a proprietary form of phototherapy. So basically inside here is these patented nanocrystals. It's a technology in there that when this is on your body, it's reflecting your own light to activate your copper peptides. And basically your copper peptides, when they're elevated, are going to tell your stem cells to wake up. And so this is basically light therapy. Like, think being out in the sun and the sun's telling your body to increase vitamin D. This is now using the heat and light from your own body to tell your copper peptides to be produced, and that's what's waking up your stem cells. It's non-transdermal. There is no chemical in this. This is non-invasive. People are paying thousands of dollars for stem cell therapy, other people's stem cells, but this wakes up your own stem cells, which is a game changer for your life and your body and your brain. So there's huge benefits, and we'll share a few stories, but basically you're talking when stem cells are waking up and are regenerating in your body, increased strength, reduced inflammation, increased stamina, energy, and vitality. You're talking about mental clarity, brain fog lifting, friends, restored muscular skeletal conditioning, bone density. We just hear incredible stories around that. Sleep seems to be one of the very first things that happens for people. Their sleep deepens and that beautiful REM sleep happens. And when that happens, your body really begins to also just help healing when you're in that deep sleep. Of course, we have amazing skin appearance starts to happen. Scars start to reduce. Amazing things really are happening when your stem cells are waking up. And here's some long-term results. What we want to say straight up to you that are listening, if you're curious or you're about to purchase, you want to be giving yourself, this is a long game. This is not just a short overnighter. You might hear a great one patch wonder going on for people, but really there's amazing things happening in the first few days, but we want to see what your body will do per decade you've been alive. Imagine at least a month of this stem cell patch, one a day on you, is going to really start to reset and bring your stem cells back to their most optimum age in your body. So the first few days, 4,000 of your genes wake up.
It's amazing.
So some people do feel that. They experience that in their body, in their brain, different sensations, but others don't feel that. And that doesn't mean it's not working. At 6 weeks, all the tests will show, and real data has been done on this, and research has been done, that brains will become balanced. And what's starting to happen there, even around the chemical imbalances that so many people in this day and age feel and experience, there's beautiful health that comes into our brains at around that 6-week mark. And we're really seeing that even personally in our own family. People we love are really starting to feel some stability mentally around that as well. 3 months, collagen is increasing, and friends, collagen is not just what's for our face, but it's what's all over all of our organs and all over all of our body. And collagen is so needed for repair and regeneration. At 6 months, the data says that your heart has reversed in age at that 6-month mark. And again, we've got all the data on that. You'll see that in some of the information websites. Just going to mute everyone as you come on, but welcome to this call. Can you hear us still? Give us a wave. Yeah, perfect. So there is wonderful things that are happening. And basically, we always say here in Australia, we've just been back from about 9 months. We've lived overseas for the last 10 years, 9 months in the country, 9 years overseas. Aussies need the real deal. Give us a wave if Aussies need to hear from Aussies about this patch, right?
Yeah.
And so we always say it sounds too good to be true, what is happening in people's bodies when they are being patched. But we're just going to quickly share our own story and then invite a friend to also share. I want to share on behalf of my daughter. She couldn't be on tonight and she will be on another night. She testified live in an event on Friday. She's 20 years old. She's had 3 major concussions in her life, and that has really had a huge impact on her mental wellness and physical, and what her brain would do, her migraines, so many challenges when it came to just wellness for her. From day 1 of patching with the X39 on her body, there was this sweet relief that would come to her. Her sleep improved, her mental health improved. She tells this story. She felt energy, she felt focus. She's always struggled and been diagnosed with ADHD, and she was finding some absolute incredible results around focus and study. And so we know bodies young and mature will respond to this patch in so many ways. You're thinking about people with anxiety and symptoms of anxiety or depression. We're just hearing story after story of some of that darkness lifting off people, especially people we love as well.
Yeah, true.
We patched our beautiful auntie who had lost her taste and smell to a virus. And after 2 weeks patching, she rings us and she said, I can taste blueberries and strawberries and salad. And she goes, and I didn't realize what cheap wine I'd been drinking for the last 7 years. But she's had wonderful results. And then personally, just speaking to what's gone on for you.
Yeah, I think for me, a couple of things that happened is my energy went through the roof, which I so needed at this stage of my life. My COVID fog that many of us have had literally lifted the focus that came back. I've never been diagnosed with ADD, but I'm pretty sure, and my wife tells me that I've had it. We've been married 25 years this year, so she would know. And it's helped to really ground me and help me to focus. It's helped me with my a lot of my nervous system.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a changed man. I have had a sleeping apnea machine for the last year and a half. I'm off that now, been off for about a month and a half of my sleep apnea machine. My skin is clearing up. Yeah, there's so many things that are happening. So, and honestly, for the price of a coffee, it's $3.33 US. I've just moved back from the US. That's about $5, maybe $5.50 maximum. That's all this costs per day to be able to have these results. So for me, I'm like, we're in for the long term.
Yeah.
When I hear all the things that are happening and the science, and then what I'm experiencing.
And we've patched a lot of people now personally over the last few months, actually about 200 on it, like here in Australia and around the world. And a team of thousands is here in Australia as well, just sharing and caring and loving people well and sharing this technology with everyone. One of my favorite stories is we patched a couple about 6 weeks ago as we were sharing at our local markets, and they basically rang us within 4 weeks of use and said after 27 years, he was an Olympic fighter over for actually in Moscow. He fought for as an Olympic athlete. He had some injuries. He's never been able to move his neck and his hips were out of place. He was scheduled for a hip surgery and he canceled it. And he rang us and he said, I've canceled my hip replacement surgery because the pain has all diminished. I haven't taken a pain medication I've taken it every day for 27 years. I haven't taken it for the last 6 weeks. His doctor called me. She started patching. Just one, like, true life change is happening for people, both the small things that matter to you and the large things. And the stem cells will go wherever your body needs them to go as you begin to patch. As they wake up, they'll go to whatever you need them to go, not that your body needs them to go to. You might think it needs to go somewhere, but it might deal first with like eyesight or heart health or something else as well.
Exactly.
So we have a beautiful friend who's been patching, and her name is Joanne. And I'm going to ask her to come off mute and just share her story of her and her family and what this patching journey has done for them.
Thanks so much, Vanessa and Andrew. Yeah, our family has been patching now for almost 6 weeks. And my husband has been through a really tough health journey over the last 15 months, has had 3 major surgeries, multiple stays in hospital with lots of infections and also kidney failure. So he's just had really a tough time over the last 15 months. And I've been looking for something that would just support his body. And I came across, I was looking actually into stem cell therapy at the time. Saw Vanessa had posted some things on social media, was really piqued my interest when I heard it was something, you know, that actually regenerated the stem cells. So we had a discussion, and when I looked into the research, I was just like, I'm in, because you know, what have we got to lose? There's nothing to lose by trying this. So 6 weeks ago we started, and 2 weeks ago, my husband, who really was finding it difficult, just getting out of bed was a chore. Tying his shoelaces was a chore. Everything, you know, you can imagine when your body's been through 3 major operations in such a short amount of time. So he was, you know, really feeling the effects of that. And probably about 2 weeks ago, I was shampooing the carpets in the house, and he just came along and said, actually, I'm just going to help you do that. And then he went and steam mopped the whole house for me, which is fantastic. And then he went outside and did the whippersnipping. Like, I mean, this was just amazing from a man who was hardly able to get out of bed without, you know, feeling all of the aches and the pains. And then yesterday, which was just amazing, I was working from home yesterday, and he walked into my office and said, I've just been outside and I've actually cleaned the car. But the most amazing thing is that I was squatting down to clean the mag wheels. You know how you got to get right down to do that. He said, I did that, got up without any effort at all. So, you know, that has been an amazing, for us, that has just been amazing. And it's been wonderful for me to see, you know, him come back to life in that respect. And of course, there's still lots of ways to go there, but, you know, we are so encouraged with the results that we've had so quickly. And we've patched our whole family. So our whole family now, I had my son who called the other day that said, Mum, we're running out of patches. Do you have any extras? Because it was like they've had such amazing results with it. And, you know, my daughter-in-law was telling me yesterday that she's had, you know, excruciating, like over her, just when she gets her period, absolutely excruciating pain. And she is in bed for a whole day. She just can't even get out of bed since she's been patching, and she's been patching less time, probably a month. And she was telling us that this month was just like amazing, wasn't in bed, just the reaction that she's had to that. So look, you know, we're looking at this and we're just saying, wow, this product actually does what it says it's going to do. And our family would never be without it again, because we have seen the results in such a short time. And also I could tell story after story, but I'll just leave it at that and say, you know, we are so grateful that we've actually found this technology, and what a great time to get in on the ground level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
I love that. We love your story, and we love the way that you're sharing, and that deep belief that people matter and that everyone needs
Yeah.
to have solution like this. You know, we want to make a disclaimer, because this is recorded, that we in no way, shape, or form are diagnosing or making promises, because this patch on your body will actually allow your body to do what it's designed to do, which is to heal and is to have an optimal environment. But we do want to say, give this time. This is something that needs time. And some of the beauty of Australia having this for like 15, 16 months now is we have the longer term stories, because some of these things will take time and others will just be incredible benefits really, really quickly. As we're sharing, you're going to have so many names pop into your mind of who needs this technology and who needs this opportunity when doctors are saying there's nothing that can be done, when they're just going to be given all the other options and not necessarily given this. This is a person-to-person sharing. And when a name comes to your mind, we just encourage you, share it. Share this video at the end, and it's going to be recorded and it will be on all the WhatsApp support groups. Share this, because people right now need hope when it comes to their health. And the second area we really believe they need hope for is when it comes to their wealth. We've worked with people for 25 plus years and loved them well and led them thousands and thousands. And I'm telling you, the two biggest stressors in people's lives are their health and often this opportunity to create wealth, because they have lots of incredible things they want to see finances do in their life. And one of the biggest stressors in their life is lack of financial freedom. And what we love about the heart of this company, and we're just going to shift gears for a minute now and move from the technology and the testimony around the patch itself. And now we're going to talk about the heart of this company to see you financially free and free in your health and free in your wealth. And the whole model of direct selling, and the reason why the inventor chose this model, is because he wanted people to share with people, and he didn't want anyone to ever say, I cannot afford to invest in this technology for me and the people that I love. So we're just going to switch gears and talk a little bit about how you can invest, how you can have this in your own home as a product, but also the business that does come attached to this particular model, which we love. We've always felt comfortable in this model, but we now see more and more the opportunity for people in this day and age. So I'll just share my screen again as Andrew really presents this opportunity, and we'd love you to hear it with really, really open ears. Actually, before he does that, anything you need to know about this technology, go to thisisitinfo.com. You'll see amazing. If you want the science, you'll see science. If you want the testimonies, you'll see testimonies. If you want the proof and the patents, you'll see them there. And if you just want to simply share this with others, this is always the website we share. So let's talk now about this amazing company.
So what a great presentation. And you know, they always say that your health is your wealth. But we believe you can have great health and great wealth for those that have big dreams. Our dreams are attached to those things. And what I love about this company is it's not a fly-by-night company. It's been around 20 years now. Started with the energy patch, as Vanessa has already spoken about, and has evolved to just on close to 4 years with the X39, which is what I call the superstar patch. It's the David Beckham patch. All the other patches support that, and they're great, but the X39 is the one that is getting your stem cells going again. When I heard and never was told by my doctor that half of my stem cells have stopped at 30 and they're all done by 60, which is only 11 years or so for me, I was ticked. So I'm like, I want to be healthy for as long as I can. And so what I love about this company is they know what they're talking about and they know what they're doing. This company has gone from 20 million revenue in 2021 up to 320 million in 2022, and now $500 million in 2024, because this product, this superstar product, is going everywhere. Everyone's getting onto this. It's still early days, but it is growing like wildfire. It's open in over 75 countries. So if you have friends in other countries, you can talk to them about this.
Yeah.
We have 6 teams in other countries and people that we're reaching out to all the time, because this product is getting out there to as many nations as possible. Because that's what I love about the inventor's heart, is he wants to get this to as many people as he can. And it's not just another, well, you've got your patch and I've got my patch, or you've got your supplement and I've got my supplement. Those things are great, but no one else has this. And it has a patent for 20 years, and we're 3 or so years into it, so another 16 years or more. And I'm telling you right now, probably within the next 10 years, you'll come up with an even better product to take it to the next level. But what I love about that from a business possibility and potential is that no one else has this technology, which means when I share it, I'm the only one that has this with the others that are in this company with me.
Amazing.
And I think it's a great, great potential for us. This company is the #1 momentum company in this direct selling space. And the team that we're in, the This Is It team, which is the best team that I've been a part of, is the fastest growing team in this space. So you're part of the winning team by being a part of this, for those of you that want to invest in your health and to grow your wealth, if that is something for you.
And the team really speaks to those that might just want just a few $100s extra, or to cover your own costs.
Exactly.
And then they also speak to those that have a dream to really be on that $1 million type of figure. And it's happening again with a company where 60% of those profits that you just saw there are being distributed back to the people that are brand partners. So it's really exciting. You just get to decide what you want to create, and we get to support that dream within you and help you make that happen. So great question for you to think about today.
Exactly. So what's the most important thing in your life? Is it family? Is it time? I know time's huge for so many of us. Freedom, especially as we've felt over the last couple of years. Is freedom of value to you? Security, travel. Maybe there's been this trip that you've always wanted to do and wondered, how could I ever do that? Better health, less debt. There are so many different dreams that we have. Well, this vehicle, this company, can answer some of those for us as we share. And this is what I love about this product, is wherever I go, I don't have to sell it. People ask, what's that patch? Or they ask what I've been up to, and I share about what's been happening in my life. People like, sign me up now. This product is so powerful and touching so many people's lives that it sells itself. And so why not benefit from that? That as you share with somebody else, for some, like my mother, she just wants to pay for her products. She just wants to help for her own health. For others like us, we want multiple streams of income so that we're never reliant on one stream of income. And so we work with a lot of entrepreneurs to be able to do that. And we work with them and help them in that endeavor. So what's your dream? What's your why? What's your reason? What are some of the things that you would love to achieve over the next 9 months that maybe you thought you couldn't? Well, by getting your health better, which for some, that's the major. We just want to get you healthy. But for others, and many times as they're beginning to get healthy, they're like, hey, I can share this as well and bring some income in to be able to fulfill some dreams that I've had.
There's a really simple system in this business about how the company brings flow back. And that's what it is. It's literally like the company just says, with direct selling, you call it multi-level marketing. All that means is at every level, people are person to person marketing. They're networking, their relationship marketing. They're just sharing person to person. And the company says, we want to give you the flow back for doing that. It doesn't need to go to a corporation. It doesn't need to go to all the middlemen in a company. It just gets to go to you.
Yeah, I love
So it's
that.
a really simple model how.
To me, it's a company for the people, where the
Yeah.
people share with each other and they all benefit from it.
Yeah.
And that's why I love this model. One of the ways you can be compensated through this model is through the team commission, through the compensation plan. Basically, as you share with others, you'll receive compensation for that financially. Then as they share with others, you'll receive compensation from those people as well. And again, it's from the company, not the people themselves. And through this structure, you could be earning up to 25,000 US per week. Again, depending on how you build this business. So the sky's the limit. And so I love that. And we're seeing many, many people achieving incredible dreams and checks that they've never thought they would ever be have signed for them because of this structure. Then the other way you can be compensated is through the matching bonus. So as you share with somebody, as they buy, you receive 25% of that. And then when they share with somebody, then you receive 20% of theirs. And when they share, you receive on the third line down 20%. And the octopus effect of that, the downline effect of that, all of a sudden becomes crazy as people are beginning to share, people are getting results, people are excited. All of a sudden, you're beginning to be compensated. And why I love the owner of this company is he just wants to get it out there. So he's using what I think is one of the fastest growing models, especially with the millennial and Gen Z generation that are starting to see this and realizing, hey, we're a networking generation. As we share, we can be compensated. As we affiliate, which is what so many of them are doing, we can be compensated. It's just an incredibly generous model, which we love.
And we just get so excited when we see people, brand partners that we've been able to share with, receive their first commission themselves and go, oh my gosh, like what don't you have to do now to actually be able to provide the way you wanted to provide for your family or that dream, as we just talked about before? And there's actually nothing like that. It feels so exciting to introduce them both to the product and the potential of the business. So simply though, for many of you on tonight and many that are going to watch this later, there's a really simple step for you. You're going to get an order from your brand partner just sent straight to your phone, or a link, but they'd love to help you just because we don't want to overwhelm you with what that looks like online. And you're just going to choose one of these 3 different packs. And it's really, really simple, just the different pack options. You want to speak into
Super
those?
simple. So silver, gold, or diamond. Silver really is the starter pack, what we call the starter pack. So if you're on your own, or maybe you're with a child, and it's 3 sleeves, so 3 months worth of the X39, and your brand partner will talk about the other options with you as well for only $299 US. And so to get started on seeing these results for your life, to me, it's incredibly, it's a great start for a plan.
Coffee a day.
And well, like I'm saying, it's a coffee a day. It's that simple. And so then you've got gold, which we call like the business, well, the business builder or the family pack. If you're a family, 2 of you with children, this is a great pack because this is 5 sleeves, 5.5 sleeves. A half sleeve is one of the support patches that I spoke about. And this gets you started, but also what it does is means that you can be generous with your children, be generous with your family. And I'm telling you right now, when you start seeing the benefits of this, you want to patch everybody and everybody becomes generous with their patches. And so this is a great starter pack, but also helps you to really start building the business. If that's something where you maybe just want $1,000 a month that you're hoping for, 2,000, 5,000, whatever it is that you want to achieve, this gets you started with that, which is really cool. And then the diamond pack, which is a lot of what we partner with people on, and we partner with people from silver, gold, and diamond. It is what we call the entrepreneur pack. Those like us that saw the opportunity, saw the pattern, saw that no one else had this, and realized over the next 5 to 10 years plus, we could create a legacy for our children and our children's children and have it as one stream of income. Well, we're travelers, so we want to be traveling anywhere in the world and be building this business. This is a great pack for you. It's 19 sleeves, or with a bunch of the support packs that someone will speak to you about. And the $15.99 US, which means you get it for $84.95 per sleeve, which is per month. And also you have 3 months at the senior director level that every time you bring on another diamond, you'll be compensated 500 US by
Wow.
that. So everyone that we work with a diamond, we work hard with them. Of course,
Yeah.
they have to reach out and talk to people about it. We help them within a month, and many times within a couple of weeks, to have basically recouped that investment and paid that off, so they're cost neutral and now building their business. And so for many of you, this is going to be an exciting venture and starting at this package for you. And it also gives you 3 months in other areas that you'll be spoken about with your brand partner. It is, to me, the best one for those that really want to build something. And but for many others, they just want to get their health well with silver. We're here for you.
Yeah.
Others are like, hey, we just want to get started and build this. You could start at gold, and for others, diamond. And so I just want to finish with reminding you that our health is our wealth, but you can have both. And so that's what I love about this generous company.
And where else can you actually get a business already done for you? All the support, all the admin, all the back end, all the product delivered straight to people all over the world without you having to hold stock.
75 countries.
We know friends that are deciding whether to invest $500,000 in a franchise and won't recoup that back for years, and here for like 1,700 US. And it's the US is all over the world. That's just the currency that they work in. So we get excited for people who want to explore this in their life. And when you do want to explore it, you end up part of an amazing team. There's the most scalable, simple, scalable, sustainable system that will help you create a legacy flow back and legacy business for your future. We love the team. It flows out of the US, but it's reaching globally. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people on this team, and we're so grateful for the leadership.
And you're going to say the Australian team is second to none. They are Tessa and Misha and others. They're like breaking all the records. Their support is amazing. The team involved,
community is incredible.
It's not just given the patch and dumped. You're part of a community. You engage as little or as much as you'd like. It's amazing.
So this is the question for you. Are you ready to dream in new ways and lift like the lid off your dreamer for your health and your wealth? Do you need hope? Because honestly, this is a gift, and it's a gift that you're going to also give on. So make the decision, talk to the person that invited you to tonight's call. You'll see it later, get straight back on the phone. In this particular way, the structure works, opportunity is amazing. Structure is, a friend that's just began to be a brand partner, and you say, I would love to buy this out from your own shop and from you, then you get to be top of their organization, which is an incredible opportunity in such a wild, fast-growing season. We're in here in Australia.
Incredible.
So it is the time. So get back to the person that invited you, and we can't wait to connect with you, hear your stories. We've got beautiful WhatsApp and communities where we share testimonies, and just keep thinking of everyone that needs this gift in their life. So thanks for being.
Just remember, the cost of less than a cost of a flat white per day, and your whole health could change. It's that simple.
No one makes flat whites like Australian. But thanks for being on, and we would look forward to hearing your story over time.
It's exciting. Thank you.